It's been a good while since I've done a junkyard vlog, but I figured we'd take a look at this sad town car. It may look like just your average 90s town car, but what makes this one special is it's the Jack Nicholson edition. How do I know? Well, I know actually. Believe it or not, I actually do know a little bit about these. This is probably like a 97, 96, something like that. I don't know if I can even open this door. Yeah, the door's locked. But you can see where the badges once were. It's basically an average town car. It's green, or would have been green, and would have had a white vinyl top. And it would have had white leather interior with green carpet. And a Plymouth Voyager hubcap, which I might take. It's got the original cassette deck. This headliner has definitely seen better days. I don't know if I can get over to the hood popper or not. Oh my gosh, this is quite an ordeal. Okay, I got that. Looks like it had memory seats, digital gauge cluster, cruise control. And it has green Lincoln crests in the seats. It's hotter than hell in here. None of the doors properly shut anymore. The door handles stick. I'm not trying to sell cars here, folks, but green Lincoln crest in the seats. And then the massive Panther body Lincoln Town Car trunk. Obligatory, how many bodies can you fit in that? Ka-chow. I believe this was only optional in the Signature Series town cars. From, if I'm right. I don't know if I am, but it seems logical to me. But yeah. That door won't open, so I can't really check the year on it. Unless it says on there somewhere, but it's really hard to make out any of the writing because it's been sitting here so long. If there was ever writing. Something there. Yeah, I don't know. But we'll take a look under the hood. Someone stole the hood ornament. Because of course they did. Oh, come on. How does this work? You gotta go this way. There we go. This is your typical, what is this? 4.6 V8, I believe. Does it say on here? Yeah, 4.6. I was right. Overhead cam V8. Probably one of the best V8s Ford made. And one of the best cars ever made. That they made anyway. Definitely a neat find. I figured it was worth showing off real quick. Golly, Ford freaking Ranger. And here we have a Neon Espresso. I don't know if this is a Dodge or a Plymouth, but we will find out. Plymouth. And it was sold here in town. This one looks to be a pretty loaded up Neon. 16 valve dual overhead cam. Plymouth. Not a brand you see anymore. Has the little 2.0 liter 4-cylinder. Always kind of like the Neon. I know a lot of people hated these, but I like them. They're kind of nostalgic for me. My aunt had a red one similar to this. I don't think it was as loaded up as this one, but she had a red Neon and it had the little bubble hubcaps, and she hated that car, like freaking hated it. And then she traded it on a Honda CR-V. But that's besides the point. I remember sitting in the back seat of that car a lot growing up, because my aunt and my cousin used to hang out a lot, and we'd hang out in the back seat of the Neon. And what I remember a lot about the Neon was we used to stuff our little stuffed animals or Hot Wheels in these little door handle things. And then also a neat thing about the Neon is the back windows are manual. In the front ones, I like that seat by the way, are power. I never understood why they did that, but it's kind of neat. Get all the clip-ins out of here. It's got the cool neon floor mats. Let's sit in it. Oh! 97 Neon. Coupe sedan. Oh, that's kind of cool. Here's the steering wheel. This one has 201,000 miles. Holy moly. Typical Chrysler cassette deck. Automatic. No key. If I remember right, this had the glow-in-the-dark key because I took the key out of it. And I also got the owner's manual out of this one. But that's kind of cool. And it's got the funky looking fabric. I would love to take one of these seats and put in like my house as like a gaming chair or something. That'd be really cool. This one has a sunroof, and it looks like the whole roof just comes off. But no, the headliner's kind of foobarred. Has a slide out. Oh, that's a light. That's kind of neat. Well, this one's missing that thing. Same idea here. But yeah, Dodge Neon, or Plymouth Neon in this case. These seats are actually very comfy. I could take a trip in this. But yeah, this is actually a pretty loaded up one. It's the Espresso package. Sunroof was not a very common option. But yeah, Plymouth Neon. A lot of memories in these things. If anyone remembers, about a year or so ago, I made a video of this little Ford Tempo. Yeah, this is that car. It sits in here now. Still has the original Tempo wheels. Poor little thing. $39,000, probably $139. I don't know. They cut the seat belts out. And this is a little 2.3 liter Ford Tempo. You know, something's oddly relaxing about walking around here. There's a lot of stuff to see. Bubble Taurus. I know some people don't like these, but I've always kind of had a soft spot for them for some reason. They are kind of nostalgic to me anyway. This is a Taurus SE. Base model-ish, I guess. Has hubcaps. It's locked up. Yeah, it's all locked up. I think this is what, a 99? Because at some point they updated the front grille, because originally when they came out, the blue oval was up here and then they put it down here, which honestly I think this looks better. But I mean, I do have a soft spot for these, what most people would consider butt ugly 3rd gen Tauruses. I like them, especially in wagon form. Over here, the 98 Jeep Grand Cherokee. My mom had a 95. It was black. Maybe some of you guys remember that on the channel. I did a video of cold starting it at one point. It's a 98, so this is the updated dashboard in there. This one, I don't know how many miles it has. I didn't know these had digital odometers this early. Neat. I've always liked these. I wouldn't mind one, especially if the Line 4, the AMC 4, the Laredo trim. Laredo. A Hyundai, another Hyundai, Cadillac, Caravan, Dodge calipers where they belong. Honda Ridgeline. There's a truck that people have mixed opinions on. Basically what the Ridgeline is it's a Honda Pilot with the back end chopped off. And it has the engine from, like, I think the Honda Odyssey. Yeah, it's basically the modern version of an El Camino, sort of, kind of. Except it ain't rear wheel drive, I think it's front wheel drive. Never been in one of these. Well, it looks like it got mutilated. There's an airbag. I like this kind of door handle thing. That's kind of cool. Has the fancy radio in it. Curtain airbags have all exploded. A bunch of receipts. This center console's seen better days. Digital climate. What's this thing? I don't know. Don't want to know. There's one of those, is it a trailer brake? I don't know what that is. I don't know, but I don't like being in there. It's a Honda freaking Ridgeline. No one really cares. This is a Dodge Intrepid. Another car that's arguably not cared about. This one, I believe, is an RT. It's a 3.5 liter. It's obviously seen better days. It's probably been sitting out here for a long time. Yeah, Dodge Intrepid RT. Dashboard looks like the Sahara Desert. Let's keep on rolling. I don't know what that is, but it's definitely seen better days. I reckon she did. Ain't gonna be struggling for fuel anymore. I think this is some kind of weird Hyundai thing. Special. Anyway, well, don't want to look at all that newer crap right now. We can go this way. Let's go look at some S10s. I have a lot of fond memories of S10s. And Bravadas and Blazers, Jimmys. These were like a very, very big part of my childhood. I've always wanted an S10. Like, I don't know why, but I've always wanted one of these little S10 trucks. Whether it's this body style or the older one. Personally, I like the ones with the pre-facelift front ends. Here's an Oldsmobile Bravado. My dad had one of these, almost identical to this one. It was the same color. Had the same interior, pretty much. Leather interior. Someone took the center console out and the steering wheel and a bunch of other stuff out of here, but I remember my dad had that Ford Escort that was my mom's, and he eventually got one of these Bravadas, and he had that for a while. But he ran into a lot of problems with it for some reason, and a lot of it was, like, I think related to the four-wheel slippy in these things. So he had it for like a couple years, and then I think he got rid of it. But yeah, that thing was nice. That was like the first car I remember having heated seats in, was one of these. And then there's a white one. There's a Chevy Blazer, Monte Carlo, GMC Jimmy. See, I like that front end on the S10s and the Blazers better than the one with the two headlights in the front, like that one there. The GMC Sonoma, Chevy Aveo, where it belongs, a bunch of Cavaliers, which I kind of like Cavaliers. Here's an old school S10. This is the first generation style. Has the steel wheels, Someone literally cut the badge out. Looks like this is a throttle body injected 4.3. I think they're all throttle body injected to some degree. Like the newer ones are like spider injection or something like that. And there's a 4-door S10. The red one. What's left of another one. What is this, a Malibu? Yeah, Malibu. The green Astro van. Which I kind of like Astro vans. I always thought they were kind of cool. Is there anything cool in this one? It looks like there's a lot of stuff in there. There's a shelf. I would shit my pants if I found a fan in there. Looks like someone just threw all kinds of crap in this thing. Coleman. There's someone's shoe. There is a fan in here. Holy crap. Well, I might have to dig that out. GMC Safari. Well, I'll be back in a few. Yes, I saved the stupid thing out of here. Why, I don't really know. Why not? I wonder if the thing will even run. Guess we'll find out. There was something else in here I kind of wanted to see. If I can even get it out of here. I can stay there. There's an old TV in here, but I don't know if I really want to dig that out. Is this open? Not really. If I can find... It's a big TV. I don't know what kind of TV this is. It's got the cords on it still. The gas tank's still in here. There's got to be a way to unlock this. I don't know. Yeah, I'll save the TV for later. But we got a Lasco for some reason. And there's a conversion van Astro van. So to answer the question, have I ever found a fan in the junkyard? Actually, I've found multiple in the junkyard. Will I take this home with me? Maybe. If it's actually not in that bad of shape. We'll see if it works. For the hell of it. But yeah, I'll have to wrap this up real quick.